All righty, welcome, family. Peace and blessings. How are you doing today? Oh, good morning. Or I should say good afternoon, huh? In some places it is good morning, in some places good afternoon. I hope everybody is doing well. Boy, we are in for a treat today. I've been watching our activist Kimberly Crenshaw, and that's the lady of the critical race theory. And I've been really following that thing. And I'm telling you, family, this is our season. Them white folks scared. They mad about truth. They are mad about their history coming, their children learning about their history, how they treated Black people. I'm telling you, it's just that's what we're going to talk about today. We are going to talk about what is this critical race theory. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about that. But before, I hope that you guys seen the video on Saturday. I did a live event, went around showing, doing my business, travel business, of course, selling my books also. Of course, you guys know I wrote a book. Also, adding on a couple more things. I talked about you guys doing the generators. I am selling generators, and hopefully you guys are selling items that is going to be needed for where we're going. Okay. I also have one more little thing that I added on, and this is really neat. It's one of those cell phone chargers, and you see the little battery. You see the thing. It's almost like it's a cellular. Here I am with my words again. It's a solar charge. Okay. You sit in the sun or sit near the light, and of course it charges itself. Okay. So therefore, you'll be able to hook your phones into there. Okay. And I'm telling you guys, if you guys don't have one of these, and it's for charging batteries, charging your phone, charging your computer, charging, you can use it for charging your generators. And I do have a generator here. I'm going to show you guys the generator. And I just want you guys to know that it is time for us to get some stuff together. And I hope you guys are getting off the grid. I hope you guys are getting your stuff ready for where we're going, stocking your food, stocking your gold and silver. You can do silver. You can do gold, get gold. But you can do silver, get your silver. It's not that expensive now. I mean, I started way back back before when silver was like much of nothing, like $20. Now it's like $40, $39, $30, about $30. But we're not understanding how serious and where we're going. I think we're so comfortable now that we think we're getting ready to go back to normal. And people are acting literally like we're going back to normal. But you have to understand, we just drank Kool-Aid. Some just drank some Kool-Aid, right? And we don't know the effects of that Kool-Aid, right? Facebook and went down, right? YouTube, Facebook, WhatsApp, they all went down, right? Do you think that dude lost money for real? They paid him to do that. You guys aren't understanding. He's not going to go down on his own and lose billions of dollars. No. They're showing you where it's going. Because we all know Facebook, YouTube, WhatsApp is going away. We know that, right? Especially during the next election, okay? They don't want us communicating because Black folk getting stronger. We're growing. We're coming together a little more than they want, okay? They got to stop that some kind of way, right? This is why you have to have your pages, okay? Your own websites, okay? Dr. Boyce has Blog Enough, okay? You have to have another way to meet. You have to have your own little channels, okay? Yes, I have a channel here, but I have my own business, getawayinternationals.com, okay? You have to have a place for us to meet. If you have a business, get the emails of your different people, okay? When I was out there Saturday, I was getting phone numbers, I was getting emails, and I was telling we was hiring. So I was hiring some people, and now I told them every phone number you get paid. Every trip that you book, and they pay for it, you get paid. It's time for us to do our own thing, okay? And while we can travel, let's travel, okay? So this is another little item that you guys need to look into. It's a power pack, okay? And that's what they call it, power cell pack, okay? But it's going to little, gadget here. You're gonna plug in there, but it's solar. Did you see the green? Well, the green button was okay. If I put in the light, you could see the green button is right there. Okay, because it charges by the sun. Okay, but even under the light for that few minutes, it's charging up. And I'm gonna leave it under the light just for a minute, just so I can show you at the end. But I want to show you guys one more thing. I got my generator. Okay, I want you guys to look at this. And I am selling these generators. And I don't know if you guys are going to even think it's important, but let me show you. And these are the little solar thingies. These are the solar, okay? These are the solar panels. Now you have some generators that have like, I have one generator that I bought personally. I paid a little bit more for it, but these are just to get you to get started. These are just, it's for your computers. You can do like a phone. You can do like, they say you can do a microwave. I've not tried it. Peace and blessings. How are you? Welcome. Peace and blessings. I'll call you later. Now you have to understand. Now these are just solars, okay? Solar packs, and these are generators. And I think we have to have one for where we're going, okay? And this is the other part of my generator. Hold on, you guys. Now these are what I just ordered. And I hope you guys have these in your home, okay? Nice little generators, okay? I hope you guys have these already, okay? And of course, they come with little bulbs, okay? 3 little bulbs. I'm going to open this up here. I'm going to open one up. They come with 3 bulbs, and this will light up the room for like 8 hours, okay? But they'll light it up more than that if you have your generator hooked up, okay? So these are little bulbs that come with it, and you get 3 of these little bulbs with it, okay? Okay, just trying to show you guys. I hope you guys are ready for where you're going. You have to be ready, and I hope that you have your businesses to where prepared, okay? You can do medical kits. You're going to need medical kits, okay? I may even add little medical kits, but I'm adding little piece by piece to my businesses. Yes, we're doing some traveling also, okay? But I'm also doing generators, and I'm also doing my cell packs also. So you can you see the little light? Okay. I can see the little light where it is trying to charge up a little bit because I left it under the lamp a little bit. So I'm going to just leave it on there. But we need to be ready for what's coming. You mean to tell me Facebook went down and that dude lost billions of dollars? I guarantee you their government paid him to do that because they want to see your reaction. What's going to happen if Facebook goes out? What are you guys going to do? Black folk going to be in trouble because that's all they got. That's all they got. They got Facebook, they have YouTube, and that's it. What are you going to do for the ones that's making money on YouTube when you can't make no more money on YouTube? What are you going to do? Okay. Now, I just wanted to show you guys that. I want you guys to know that I'm preparing for what's coming. I'm not going to be hungry. I'm not going to be sitting up here wondering, oh my God, what we're going to do. You better get your candy bars too. Have your little, I don't know how else to say it. I'm just saying, have your candy bars. Okay. Don't leave home without your candy bars. Because we're getting ready to get in some dark days, and you need to be ready. Let's talk a little bit about the true conversation of this critical race theory. Okay. I really want us to understand, we have laws on the books, right? We have laws on the books, and we have the civil rights, but a lot of times those laws are it's almost like gaslight. You have your laws, but what does it mean? We're not using any of them. Things are happening. They just told you the George Floyd bill that they couldn't do anything, right? They said, oh, we tried. And what black folks say? Okay, we tried. No. Let me just show you one thing. When we were rioting, when Black Lives Matter was rioting, which we're not for Black Lives Matter. We know that. We know who's behind that. When Antifa was rioting and burning down some stuff, okay, because that was who was burning down stuff. Black Lives Matter. Black folk ain't burning nothing down. I'm just saying. Antifa was burning stuff down, and they were being paid to do it. That's another story. But when they was doing that, they was moving stuff along, right? They was getting the George Floyd bill. As soon as you stop marching, as soon as they stop rioting and stop burning stuff down, it went silent, right? You have to understand, people. You cannot start something and not finish it. They should have kept doing what they was doing until they did what they were supposed to do. It's not just about a bill. You have to understand they have to take away the qualified immunity for the police officers in order for that bill to work. You can't just throw a bill together and keep all of what needs to be gone intact. No, qualified immunity is the main thing that we were fighting, because the police get to kill you for free. They don't have the qualified immunity. That means that they are held accountable. Welcome, Isaac. Welcome. Like and share as you come in. That means that they get to kill you for free. If the qualified immunity isn't there, they're going to be held accountable. But my thing, we have to understand now with this, when they told you, oh, we can't do anything, we tried. What are Black people to do? For one, we need to get our own political party. And now is the time. We have 3 years, 3.5 years, maybe 3 years and what? 4 months to get it together? 3 months? 3 months, 4 years, 3 years and 4 months to get our own political party. That's enough time to do what we need to do. And don't let them tell you, hey, we're only 12%. That's not true. Do you actually believe white folk gonna tell you that, hey, you guys with the opiates, with them dying of opiates, committing suicides, with them killing our family members, with the thing that we just went through for the last 2 years, or going through for the last 2 years, with that killing off, Italy and France had the biggest deaths, right? White folk had the biggest deaths, and they want to tell you that your face is the biggest of who was dying, right? Y'all better stop believing these crackers with everything they tell y'all. Stop believing them. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. No, yes, some of us died, but I'm gonna tell you why. Some of us died because we fail to realize that we are supposed not to even be in the same room with them. We want to marry them. We want to mix and mingle them. Yes. All right. Yes. My brother said, I'm going to put it up. We need to see this one, because my brother said, can I show it? Can I show it? I'm going to show it. My brother said, we are working on it. The Black First political party. We are almost done. Woohoo. Okay. I'm going to take it down, because I want that to be much of a secret as possible, because we need to get it done. We ain't gonna tell folks what we're doing, but we just trying to say we need to get it together, and we need to start putting money behind people that's going to be Black first. We have to start putting up money behind them, okay? Because these political parties, like Democrat, Republican, they, all of this money you need if you're gonna run independent, you're gonna need a whole lot of money. We have to start supporting our political parties now, okay? And we have to start protecting them. We have to start getting security for them. We have to start somewhere. And I'm so tired of Black folks saying, well, every time we start something, they tear it down. Well, you let them tear it down. Stop letting them damn tear it down, okay? When they come, we need to be ready. Come on over here if you want to. We got that. We got to stop acting like we so scared of these white folk. What happened? What happened to Black people? I'm just looking today, and I see a bunch of punks. I see a bunch of wimps. I see a bunch of folk that just running from some. It's almost like I'm scared of spiders, right? And I see a spider that's like, but Black folk do that, and the spider ain't even chasing me. And I'm running. I'm running for dear life. Good video, spider. And the spider's not even chasing us. I'm just running. And my husband looking at me like, crazy. The spider is gone. Where are you running from? He's more scared of you than you scared of him. But guess what? That's just a fear. But you have to understand, we running from people that's already scared of us. Why are we running from them? Stop it. They're afraid of you. And you running from them, from their shadow. They running from you. You come in the room, they scared. If we come together and we let them know that we're not playing no more, and we're going to do what we need to do in order to make this thing happen, they going to back down, y'all. They got you running, and they like, look at them niggas. They running, and we ain't even trying. We're not even chasing. We have to stop. We have to stop. It's time for us to put our people. And what really is getting me we've done the census, okay, and the census said, oh, it's 12% of us. You mean to tell me now? Let's go logical. You mean to tell me after 500 years plus that it's only still 12% of us? Does that make sense to you guys? That don't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. Stop allowing. You think that they're gonna tell y'all, well, y'all Black folk, there's more y'all than us. You think they're gonna tell you that? They're gonna keep that number as low as they can. And I hear Black people always repeating everything the white folk tell you. I hear you repeat it. Stop doing that. These are your enemies, and you are believing every word that come out of your enemy's mouth. And then some of y'all married to them, and some of y'all call them your best friend. But guess what? White supremacy gonna stick together. They're not gonna go against their own for you. They will never, and they're on both sides, Republican, Democrats. Those are your enemies, family. And you stick into a political party that is literally showing you now what he thinks of you. But this man showed you years ago what he thought of you. Years ago, he showed you that he had no love for you. And what y'all dummies do, y'all set up there and gave him the highest seat possible. Presidency. Are you crazy? He devastated the Black community, and you gave him the highest seat possible. So sky's the limits for this dude. He is showing his behind right there. Do you not know the Afghanistans who wasn't even born here? They just got here, 30 days ago, 2 weeks ago, whatever it was, and they brought some terrorists along with them. Don't you think that all those people are safe people? Okay, don't you believe that for 1 minute that not one terrorist got on that plane and came over here for free? Because they didn't have to pay anything to get on the plane. So it was able to get on the plane and come on your land. And your president that Black folk put into office, the man that showed you that devastated the Black community, put drugs in your neighborhood, put half of your Black men in jail. You gave him the highest seat, and this is the things he gave them: $6.5 trillion. Trillion. But how much he give you? I'll wait for that. No, let me say, okay, he did give you a stimulus check. That's what one of my husband's friends said. Well, he gave us a stimulus check. I said, well, he gave everybody a stimulus check. He didn't just give Black people stimulus checks. He gave everybody. So if you were a part of the Klan, you got a stimulus check. Yes, you got what? Maybe $2,000, maybe. I'm just guessing. But guess what? Every Afghanistan is getting ready to get $100,000 per family member. But he didn't do that for you. But you put him in. You put him in, Black family, right? You put him in office. You said he's changed. He didn't show you he showed you nothing. He didn't show you that he was sorry. He didn't apologize. He didn't rewrite some laws. He never said sorry. He never apologized. But you said he changed. I don't see where or what he did to show you that he changed. What did he do? And I've asked everybody, what has he done to show us that he's changed? I don't understand it. What has he done to show us that he's changed? I can't see anything. But we gave him the highest seat. He didn't even have to forgive you. He didn't even have to say he was sorry. He didn't even have to do anything. He didn't even have to promise you anything. And you gave him a pass. But you won't even give your own a pass. You won't even give your own Black family a pass. You hold them accountable for everything. R. Kelly, you think he was nasty for 30 years. We know that. But he ain't the only one. But they gave him life. And you're okay with that. And I heard Black folk dogging him out. That's your brother regardless. Yeah, he nasty. We know that. But you bought his music, didn't you? But now white folk want to come against your brother. And what you do, you jump on the bandwagon. I'm sick of y'all niggas doing that. I'm sick of y'all. I'm not condoning what he did. No, he did. He was wrong. But guess what? Those parents were wrong also. You think a man could get to my daughters without me being right there? You are out of your mind. So when do we blame the parents? When do we hold the parents accountable? Because he couldn't have did it without the parents, y'all. He couldn't have got 2 feet within those girls because he was giving the parents money. Remember that. Let's not forget. He gave the parents money for those girls. So when do we hold the parents accountable? I'm just wondering. When are we going to hold the parents accountable? Nobody is holding the parents accountable. All the parents are getting off. They're getting a pass, right? But we're not giving our brother a pass. We're giving those parents a pass. And we blaming our brother. But guess what? They gave your brother life. But did Harvey Weinstein get life? Hell to the no. What'd he get? I don't know what he get, but he didn't get life. He didn't get close to life. Are those directors in Hollywood getting life? Are they being arrested? All those children that they are molesting and we know about it? Are they even, which Hollywood director just got life? Which Hollywood director just got arrested? Which Hollywood director are they really hounding right now? Because we know what goes on in Hollywood, right? Look at Little Nasty Nas. The Little Nasty, disgusting Trojan horse. I already did a show on him. Pull up the show. The Trojan horse of Pied Piper. I did a show on him. Look it up. Who's backing him? They're going to get him next. But my thing is, you have to understand, we cannot go after our own like that. We should have attacked them. We should have told them, you know what? You go get them Hollywood directors. You go and prosecute some of them. Let's go and get them that raped Lil Nas. Let's go get some of them that's raping the whole, what's Pimpy, what's the boy name? God, today, some of these, I'm not familiar with a whole lot of names, but I know their music. Go get them. Because in order for them boys to get to where they are today, they had to do some things. But how many of them directors getting life? How many got arrested? But you went against your own brother. You had some harsh words for this brother, but you didn't have no harsh words for the parents, did you? That works. That's a 360. If you blaming him, you blaming them parents. Those parents don't get a pass. Because if you the right kind of parent, I guarantee you, not a one molester would have gotten next to mine and lived. I'm just saying. We got to wake up, family. We got to stop all of this. We come together. We let them lead us. If they tell you to bark, you bark. If they tell you to bite, you bite. If they tell you to scratch your behind, you scratch your behind. Then you ask them, did I scratch it enough? Who's the leader here? We're trendsetters. Now we got this critical race theory, which is telling them, showing them about their history, and you got black folk going against the critical race theory. What is wrong? I'm gonna try to stay calm. I'm trying, because I don't want to holler and scream at y'all all the time, okay? But I want us to understand the critical race theory is something we need. We need our children to be taught this. We're teaching them about our history. We need, and it's almost like, let me explain what critical race theory is. It's almost like back in the day, we built buildings with asbestos in it, right? It was very lead paint. How about that? Let's go there. We painted our walls back in the day with lead paint, right? So now we come into the future and we see the lead paint is dangerous, right? So what do we continue lead painting it, or do we change it? You have to change at some point. You have to do better. You have to come up with another theory. Critical race theory is putting racism in their faces. Yes, you say it's gone. Yes, they say it's gone. Yes, they'll tell you. You even have black folk. Senator Tim Scott. He said, America is not a racist country. Didn't that Negro say that? Didn't your Kamala Harris say America is not a racist country? But what? Either it is or it's not, lady. You put a but in there. Why'd you put the but in there? Is it racist or is it not? Critical race theories puts it in their face. The laws that they've come across where your son can get 26 years and their son gets 2 years for the same crime. I just saw it. Or he gets 2 years probation. How about that? Your son gets 26 years. Their son gets 2 years probation for the same crime committed. That's what critical race theory is about. People, they'll tell you whatever because they're scared of it, because they don't want truth out. Yes, we have civil rights laws on the books, but they don't stand by them. Your civil rights amendment said what? That you're supposed to, black folk are not supposed to look like they've been in slavery. What has happened? They put laws together. They've redlined your neighborhood. They've done we should be filing lawsuits every day because of the crimes that America is committing against black people right now. We can come up with how the police are allowed to kill us. That's a lawsuit. You had a guy that just shot. He was with Ozone. He just shot a police officer. Police officer was harassing him, and the police officer got into an altercation. What they're saying, I wasn't there. I don't know. I do believe that the police officer was there to to do some dirt, and I believe that he got called out on his dirt. That's what I believe. I'm just saying, because whatever happened, somebody shot. I don't know who shot the police officer. But the police officer got shot in the head. He lived a few days and he died. They're saying the Ozone did it. I don't know. I wasn't there. Allegedly. All of this is allegedly, because you're not guilty until you prove him guilty. He was saving his life. Ozone said, not today. I'm not dying today. The police officer did get on the radio calling for backup. Ozone took care of things before, or allegedly the fight happened and things broke out allegedly before his backup came. So I'm just saying, allegedly, police officer got what he needed before his backup came. I'm just saying, he had, Ozone was like, look, not today. I'm not going to die today because you racist and because I'm black. You and I going to handle some business, handle some things, and the best man win. I'm just saying, that's how it should be. Why do they need all this backup? Because he getting ready to do some stuff and call for Charlie. He had a number. He said Charlie, whatever code number, and we know that that was a code. And they just investigated a sergeant and 2 officers in the police or in New York. They was on a list of the Proud Boys or one of them racist KKK groups. Okay, you had officers whose name was on those groups, and they said, "Oh, we're going to investigate it to see." I don't think it needs to be an investigation. If you see their name is on a list where they shouldn't be, I don't know why you always got to investigate when they black. But if black folk do something, automatically, they're gonna get, some time, 100 years, but no investigation. A black man hanging on a tree, we got to investigate it. Black folk want reparations, we gonna investigate it. Anytime it's something come with black folk, you wouldn't investigate it. But you give everything. You got a hate crime for Asians. You gave them hate crime bill, but it's only 100, 150, 160, 170 of them died. Okay, but 2,000 of ours died. Where's our hate crime bill? But every time it comes for black folk, oh, we can't do nothing for you. It's called benign neglect. Okay, let's look up the Kramer report that talks about don't promise black folk nothing, don't do nothing. You ignore their behinds, and we're gonna keep them coming back. And that's what we do. They ignore you every year, and black folk keep coming back. Black folk keep coming back. And I'm hoping and praying that when we get this new party, that black people will vote as a unit. We have to vote as a unit. We can't have some still thinking that white folk are their friends. We can't have some voting for Democrats, some voting for Republican. You can't do it like that. We have to come together in order for us to get change. And these black folk that's B1, we're gonna hold them accountable. We have to hold them accountable. And if you tell me you black first, and you sitting up there acting like the Black Caucus, the leaders that we have in office, the so-called leaders, those are not leaders. Those are coons, and those are tail-licking, dumb black folk. That they got their money. They're making, your Black Caucus has made their millions of dollars, and they are being paid to do absolutely nothing for you by white supremacy. And they're okay with doing absolutely nothing because they'll tell you a lie like, well, we tried, and we couldn't get the George Floyd bill passed. We tried, though. We just couldn't get it passed. And black folk go, okay, we're okay with that. We're going to vote for you when you run it again. And we still keep the same people in office, which makes no sense. Tell me why Cheryl Jackson has been in office since forever. Karen Bass, why are they still in office when they're not doing it and won't do anything? That Black Caucus needs to be cleared out totally. I know we got some people on here that's ready to run for office that can do. We should have our own political party. We should have our stuff over here and let them crackers do whatever they want to do over there. Because they're not, white supremacy is on both sides. So you can't say, oh, I'm black, I'm Republican, I'm what you call a Republican? They're they have a word for them where that means we don't change nothing. Why? What are you talking about? Why? How are you a Republican? How are you a Democrat? It makes no sense. You see with the parties, both parties, you see black folk. What about a Democratic Party? They're the worst ever. They get in office and they go strictly against black people, the very ones that vote for them. They go against you, and you still keep making excuses for this man. I'm not understanding. But let's talk about this critical race theory. Let's talk about it. I just need you guys to understand what we're dealing with. And I want black folk to get on code and stop speaking up. I had one man, black guy, and he was talking about why he didn't want critical race theory taught in the schools. And these white folk he was just clowning for white folk. He was just being a clown for white folk. That's what I'm gonna tell you he was doing. He was just clowning. I mean, he was saying all the right things. He's another Candace Owens. That's what he was. He was doing that. Conservative, yes, Isaac. Conservatives means what? I change nothing. How are you being black a conservative? That makes me because if you tell me you're a conservative, that means I don't want to change anything. A whole lot of things need to be changed. What do you mean you're a conservative? How are you a conservative? What are you conserving? Nothing? Because you got nothing. So you're going to conserve nothing. That makes a lot of sense, Tim Scott, Kamala Harris. Those are the main two that said, and Daryl Hughley. Where's Hughley? Okay, whatever his name is. He's another one. Hughley, the man that do all the jokes, he's another conservative. Go figure it out. He talks bad about him, but then he's a Democrat first. You got to be black first, family. You cannot be a Democrat first, Democrat or Republican first. You have to be black first in order for things to change for black people. You see all these laws that they're put in place now? They set up stuff for generations for you to be at the bottom, family. So if you don't get them up out of there, you keep voting for enemies to be over you and gonna fight. You fought Ice-T when he told you to ask for something. You fought against him. Who does that? That's mental illness, family. Whether we know it or not, that's called mental illness. You fought against somebody that told you, hey, family, we're going to ask for something before we give Biden our vote. Y'all cussed the man out. Remember? Everybody cussed Ice-T out. You need to stay over there in entertainment. Was he not telling you something right? I'm just, maybe I got mental illness. I don't know. I'm just, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm just wondering what's going on mentally with some Black folk. I can't figure it out. What is critical race theory? Let's just understand. Welcome. Whoever's coming in, welcome. Won't you like and share? Okay. Don't forget to hit the bell. Let's find out what is critical race theory. Critical race theory is an intellectual movement and a framework of legal analysts according to which one race is a culturally embedded category used to oppress people of color, and two, the law and legal institutions in the United States are inherently racist insofar as they function to create and maintain social, political, and economic inequalities between white and non-white people. Did you hear me? That's what critical race theory is designed to do. They want to put it in their face how you have laws set up that's going against Black people. Because we can look at the Black folk in jail. We can look who's on death row. They just killed a young man and they knew he wasn't guilty. They had proof that the young man wasn't guilty, and they killed him. He was on death row for many, many years. They just killed him. But they knew they had no proof whatsoever. But because I'm white and I say so, you got to go, bro. But we have to understand why, again, the laws and legal institutions in the United States are inherently racist. The laws, legal institutions, they have laws on the book. Did you guys know that in Virginia, they have a law that states that if you killed a slave, disciplining them, that you could not be brought up on a felony charge. Did you know that? Look it up. Look it up. It's in Virginia. It's still on the books. So you have laws that's still on the books. It was never changed, that they're still going by, family. Hello. If you don't know that law is there, you won't know that that's a law that they're still going by. How many times do they commit? How many times they kill a Black person, which is considered their property, which they still consider you slaves, which you are still slaves, because they say once you commit a crime, it's in your Constitution. Why do you think they put it in there? Why do you think they start putting your Black behinds in jail? They said once you commit a crime and you go to jail, you're considered a slave again, right? So once you kill a slave, you cannot be brought up on a felony charge. So this is why you get 10 years for killing a Black person. And when you get life, what did R. Kelly get life? Did he kill anybody? Family, did R. Kelly kill anybody? Didn't Amber Geiger just kill the boy? She went in the boy's home, Botham Jean. She just killed him. He's sitting down, watching the game in his drawers, eating ice cream, and he died, right? She came in his apartment, remind you, his apartment, and shot him dead in his apartment. He wasn't committing a crime, wasn't on drugs, wasn't beating her. I don't even know if they was dating. They might have been dating. I don't know. I'm not going to say they were because it wasn't proven that they were. But he was sitting in his own home, right? And what happened? She came in there and she killed him dead. And got, how many years? Did she get life? Did she get 20 years? Did she get 30 years? Did she get 40? What'd she get? She got 10. But R. Kelly and Black folks said, oh, he should have got. Here's another thing, Black family. Hold on. I'm going to get y'all straight tonight. Hold on. This is another pet peeve I got. When they'll come to a crime, right? No, it's not a crime. When they come and stop you for a tail light. Philando Castile, they stopped him for a tail light, right? That was the guy that the police shot him in his car. He told the police, he said, hey, dude, I got a gun in my console. And the police said, don't reach for it. He said, okay. He said, but I want to see your license, right? And Castile started reaching for his license and the police shot him, right? Black folk were saying, oh, he should have stayed still. He should have. We got this mentality that when one of us die, we'll say, you should have conformed. You should have listened to the police. or he got what he deserved, or you would make an excuse why it's okay for you to die. But Dylann Roof had a whole AR-15 and was walking. He killed 9 people, right? But he lived. Kyle Rittenhouse killed 2 people. Walking through the street, police waving at him. He had a whole AR-15 that a family member drove him across the border, who they should have been arrested, but they were not. And we were okay. Nobody said nothing, did they? Nobody said anything. Nobody said, hey, who took him? The boy wasn't able to drive. Somebody drove him across the state line, dropped him off, and he shot 2 people and killed 2 people. Who gave him the rifle for 1, and who drove him to that site for 2. Those 2 people should have been arrested. But nobody brought it up, did they? Okay. Remember Jefferson, Atiana Jefferson? The police went around her backyard and shot through her window and killed her. Not only did she die, but her mom and dad died too from health issues that was related to, they was already sick. But when their baby got killed, what else do I have to live for? Just saying. So not only did he take out 1, he took out 3. 3 people at one time with 1 bullet. He took out 3 people. Her mom and her dad and herself. When was his trial? Do we remember having his trial? Nobody's saying nothing, right? They've not had his trial yet, family. As you come in, like and share, family. They've not had his trial yet, but nobody's saying anything, right? Remember the guy that was running, who was in the car at Wendy's? He was drunk. Please, what's the guy's name? Rashard Brooks. He got out and started running, right? Running from the police. He was just, trying to, I guess, I don't know. He was running from police and they shot him. Remember the officer that got brought up on charges? Paul Howard, who was the DA there, brought him up on charges. White folks said, we're going to get you out of office. So they put up a woman. What was her name? Maddie, what's that lady's name? Oh my God. Woo, what is her name? I can't think of her name. She ran his place. The police backed her. His attorney, the officer that shot him, the attorney backed her. All these people backing her, giving her money. Black folk didn't understand that she was going to be working for them. If I back you, I'm giving you money. I'm expecting you to do me some favors, right? Okay. Black folk voted for Millie. It's Millie. Oh my God. God, I can't think of that woman's name. I'm going to get it. Just hold on. It's going to come to me. Anyway, police backed her. Black folk voted for her. Got Paul Howard out. She let the guy off, right? I'm just saying. But see, we don't investigate nothing. We don't understand nothing. Because when I heard that she was running, we began to do our research, okay? Because I need to know who this woman was. But I saw instantly who was backing her. And I said, oh, she's working for the police officers. And that's who she's working for, because guess what? He got off. He's not on no charges no more. They swept that under the rug. And these crackers doing their thing. And Black folk act like y'all blinded and don't understand nothing how the legal system works. I don't understand what is going on with us. I don't know if I think different or just, I don't know. It's not too many people think like me. Brother Maurice, it ain't too many people think like us. We got to do better, family. Isaac, ain't too many people think like us. We got to think better. We got to do better. Because this right here, this is some crap. When we see stuff and we see how things are being set up, why don't we counteract it? Why are we running and jumping on the bandwagon when they say, oh, Trump was worse than Biden? Really? They both the same, came out the same cloth. So how is, you got the same bird, one the right wing of the bird and the left wing. So how is one wing better than the other wing? This wing flap a little bit better than the other wing, but this wing don't rise as high as what? So when you say pick the lesser of two evils, dang, they both evil. You got what? The devil's worse than Satan? How? What? They the same people, right? I just help me to understand, help me to make it make sense. Because we act like we don't have no sense right now. Let's continue. I just want to help you to understand this critical race theory. We need it in the schools. Parents won't even get up and fuss about this. They said, well, I don't want to, we always, I don't want to, ruffle no feathers. We just got to learn how to get along. They're not trying to get along with you, dummy. They trying to kill all y'all asses right now, dummies. They're trying to kill all y'all right now. If you drunk the Kool-Aid, you're done. I don't care. You're done. I'm sick of y'all acting stupid. Somebody got to tell y'all dummies. Sick of y'all trusting enemies. I'm sick of y'all acting like these folk like you. I'm sick of y'all forgot. These are the same people that hung your ancestors up on trees and burned their bodies while they were still alive. You think they changed? What have they shown you that showed you that they changed? Their teeth? I can show you teeth. Still don't mean I like you. I had a supervisor at work. She know I can't say it. No, I'm not faking and shaking nothing. Yeah, I agree with you. Hey, but when it comes down to her, I tell her about herself. The other day, she said, Cassie, I know Cassie don't like me. You think I corrected her? I did not. Do I care? She know I don't like her? No. Because I know she don't like me either. She show her teeth. I show mine. We don't like each other. She said it twice. I still didn't correct her. Because she know I don't like her. Because she racist. And I tell her about herself as often as I can. And yes, she's my supervisor, and I don't care. Because I got my stuff going. I'm putting my ducks in a row. But I'm just saying, stop trying to appease these crackers. They don't like you. They never have, and they never will. You're going to always be their enemy. They're going to always be afraid of you, and they're going to always try to kill you. And you remember this. You see what happened in Tuskegee. And y'all dummies to sit in that chair and stick your arm out like y'all idiots. Okay, here you go. See, y'all gonna make me act ugly. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying, y'all. But y'all make me so mad because I see and y'all just not. Why was critical race theory developed? Let's find out why. Critical race theory developed in the 1970s as an effort by activists and legal scholars to understand why the U.S. civil rights movement had lost momentum. Did it not lose momentum? We got the little civil rights law, and they wrote the little bill that didn't mean nothing. The redlining bill that didn't mean nothing, because they still redline you even to today. Go to some of these cities and they'll have little red lines around different parts. They still have it in place. Y'all see it and act like you don't see it. It's called redlining. Go to your city and ask them. They'll give you monies for certain areas. Tell me why where I live was given $25,000 to this drug-infested area. When I was looking for a house, me and my husband, they said, oh, you can get money over here. And I said, what area is it? They said, oh, it's over here. And I knew the area. I said, you're not putting me in a drug-infested area, prostituted area. You're not putting me. I don't want to live over there. You live over there. Where you live? Do you live over there? Okay. Then I don't want to live over there either. So why is it you're only offering $25,000 for that area? Oh, you're going to pay me to live? Okay. Redlining is still happening. So we have laws on the books that they're not doing nothing about. They're not upholding those laws. We're not even supposed to be, when Biden do what he do, we're supposed to be able to do a lawsuit. But we say nothing. We just be, okay, well, he never give us nothing. And we do nothing about it. When you have bullies, you have to fight bullies. Police officer doing stuff every day. Have we filed any national lawsuits against them? No. Why? The banks won't even give you a bank loan for a business. Have we filed any? That's critical race theory. You have to understand they're not supposed to be doing that because it's discrimination, right? But we don't do anything about it because, again, they have laws set up that's discriminatory, but they put them in place and we say nothing. They put laws, they put these Afghanistans all around you in areas. So if you do vote for Democrat, it's not going to count because they're going to vote Republican. Foreigners vote Republican. They're Republican voters. And they're trying to stack the deck against Black people. Biden trying to get it to where he's not going to need black folk for anything. That's why he's stacking the deck for him, he thinks. But everything they do, they have not understood that everything that they do backfires on them. They don't understand this yet, do they? They don't understand. They don't understand everything that they do against us stacks the deck. Let's continue with race theory. They wanted to find out what happened to the U.S. civil rights movement had lost momentum and was in danger of being reversed. And they're doing it now, right? They're reversing civil rights. They're using civil rights against us. They're using it for other cultures. It wasn't meant for the Afghanistans. It wasn't meant for the Indians. It wasn't meant for Asians. They're using it for transgender. They're using it for LGBT. They're using it for the Asians. Civil rights movement wasn't meant for them. That's who they're using it for. Okay. Their approach emphasized general and systemic features of the legal system that served to perpetuate race-based oppression and white privilege. They're trying to show them the right white privilege. They're trying to show them. Let me ask you a question. If I don't like a white person, how can I change their life? Can I do anything? Name ways that I can change a white person's life if I don't like them. Can I stop them from getting a job? Can I stop them from getting a home? Can I stop them from buying a car? Can I stop them from doing anything? No, right? So how am I racist? Black people cannot be racist. So when I hear people say, oh, you're racist, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't even know what the word means. So how can you call me something that you don't even know what it means? Okay. But if a white person does not like you, black people, if your boss is white, if he don't like you, what happens? You're fired. If you go to a car dealership and they don't like you, do you get the car? No. If you apply for a job and they want a certain type of color, do you get the job? If you want to apply for a home loan, if they don't like you, do they have to give you the home? No. How do they stop from giving you the home? They use their laws that they wrote against you and said, oh, per blah, 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 law, we can't give you this house. Or they'll come and say, oh, per your credit. Credit has nothing to do with it. America's the only one that uses credit. I just bought land in Africa, Gambia, to be exact. I paid much or nothing for it. I'm just saying. But buy land, try to buy land in America. I had to go through hell to get my house. And stuff was straight. Your land is your wealth. If you don't have land, you better get some land. And it don't have to be in America. It can be in any country in the world. You don't have to get land in America. They're going to try their best. Just like that couple, that group that wanted to buy that mall, they had a plan for the mall. They weren't just going to do a mall. They was going to do a whole community. They told these crackers what they was going to do for black people. And what did they do? They gave it to some Pakistanians. Iranians, I'm sorry. They gave them to Iranians. Iranians came as a group. They said, well, they had more money. They outbidded everybody. But they didn't want to get them niggas that land, did they? They didn't want to get them niggas that mall. That's land. That's wealth. So they gave it to who? That's a lawsuit right there, black folk. That's a lawsuit that they should have filed so many lawsuits on their behind. You have to hit these crackers in their pocket. That's the only way they're going to hear you and stop messing with black folk. But we don't do it. We make excuses why it's okay. It's never okay. It's never okay. Why was critical race theory important? Critical race theory is important because it potentially provides a more realistic understanding of white racism in the U.S. as not merely a set of negative attitudes toward other racial groups, but also a body of law and legal practices whose real world effect is the oppression of people of color, especially African Americans. Mexicans can get stuff you ain't getting. We're not calling people of color. We call black folk. I tell people that when they start trying to call black people call it, no, we're black people. This is why we need this critical race theory. But Trump wouldn't make it look like something else. We're going to get to that. How does critical race theory challenge the natural neutrality of law? Let me help you. Critical race theories argues that laws that explicitly impose a natural standard with respect to race are capable of addressing only the most egregious forms of race-based oppression and often have only limited, though still valuable, practices benefits for disadvantaged minority groups, affording them equality of treatment or opportunities, but not equality of results. Did you understand what I just said? Let me help you out. It said, let me read it again, imposes a natural standard with respect to race or capable of addressing only the most egregious forms of race-based oppression and often have only limited, though still valuable practices benefits for disadvantaged minority groups, affording them equality of treatment or opportunity, but not equality of results. You see how that young man got 2 years and that black man got 26 years? See how R. Kelly got life and a man that just murdered what's her name? Amber Geiger got 10 years. That's what that's talking about. You have to understand why critical race theory is important. We want to put it in your face. Hey, we see this. Yes, this is what it says, but this is what you're doing. It's called gaslighting. That's what it's called. They have gaslighting. They're gaslighting black folk. Yeah, it's on the books, but they're not using it. They still going by what they had back in the day. They still practicing yes, they have a new law. They don't have to go by that law. If you don't say nothing, we can continue doing it the way we did it back in the 1900s. Well, I'll change anything back like we did in 1980, 1876. They don't have to change anything. Who's going to make them? You? Oh, okay. Let me see it happen. How did critical race theory evolve? Critical race theory evolved from the critical legal studies movement, which examined how the law and legal institutions serve the interest ways of the wealthy. It is also influenced by the insight of racial feminism that forms of domination and oppression may be exercised or manifested in seemingly inconspicuous, there my words are again, y'all, and largely unnoticed social practices. We have to understand, you guys, just because a law is on the books does not mean that they're going to use it. For instance, when they said the choking law, remember the new choke, the thing that came up, well, you couldn't choke people, and then they turn around and they put other stuff in it or took other stuff out of it. They're going to still choke you hell out. They're going to still choke the hell out of you. Just because they have a law don't mean they ain't going to choke you. I keep telling you, they can have a law, but that don't mean that they're going to go by it. But just to have a law just to say, okay, black folk, this is what we're going to do for you. And that's what they did. I'm telling you, I don't know where this is. The CRT challenge, it challenges white privilege, okay, and exposes the deficit in the research, okay, the informed research, okay, that's ignored and often omits the scholarship of black people. It's trying to show them it's almost like putting stuff in your face that they see this happening, but they'll ignore it and say, we don't have white privilege. But they see that when the police stops you and give you a ticket, but then when they get stopped for the same thing, they don't get a ticket. That's what critical race theory is. When you're driving down the street and the police stop you and pull you over, but this other car zoom past you that's going 100 and they white. but they didn't get stopped. But you was going 5 miles over and you got stopped. Critical race theory. Okay. In your neighborhoods, they allow the Chinese to come in, give them business money for loans, okay, businesses, but then won't give you a loan to open up a business in your own neighborhood. Critical race theory. That's why it's important for us to march, and not march, but to get in their face about, yes, our kids are going to learn this. We have to teach our children the difference. Our children don't know really what racism look like. They've been living in oppression for so long, they don't even know it's wrong. We've been living in oppression for so long, we don't know it's wrong. It's seeking to address the roles of racism in the laws and the works of eliminating it. That's what critical race theory is. You could be walking down the street and a police will pull over and want to search you. But a white guy with a gun walking down the street, they don't search. Critical race theory. That's what it is. White folk fear black folk. But I want you guys to read more about this. Kimberly Crenshaw is her name. Look it up, critical race theory. Critical race theory is breathing. Just us waking up black. Just us waking up black. The Afghanistan, because they don't look like us, but we was born here. They get to come in and get 6.5 trillion. And you get nothing. Critical race theory. Telling us to get over it, but it's still happening today. So how do you get over something that's still happening today? Critical race theory. So is America still racist? Critical race theory helped them to understand that yes, it is. Because you had Obama as a president that did absolutely nothing for black people. It was just like having Reagan again, a black Reagan, because he wrote an executive order for Blue Lives Matter. Did you know that? Did you know Obama wrote a Blue Lives Matter law? Did you guys know that? Critical race theory. So my answer to is racism gone? No. Some say yes. Why is it that some black people say yes? Like, how is it Kamala Harris can say yes? How is it that Tim Scott can say yes? Because they're benefiting from. They've been treated so bad for so long that we get immune to it, and we know it's happening. What can we do about it? That's the answer. What can we do about it? We'll just have to live with it. They'll never change. We'll never get this. We'll never have our own. We'll never. They can sing the Never Ever song. But it's been done before. Black Wall Street was done before. Did y'all know that there was a black beach in California? A black-owned beach that the Klan, black couple, had bought this beach and turned it into a resort. And the Klan came down and burned they were burning it and doing it, some of everything to black folk, trying to live their own life, best life now. The state took the beach from them and called it eminent domain, which they can do that. They can come in and take your property and give you maybe a couple $1,000s for it, or a couple whatever that they think it's worth. And they took that beach for them and left it sitting for 30 years doing nothing to it. 30 years. And did absolutely nothing with it. They just stopped them from making millions, stopped them from making their money, stopped them from making their income. Took the land. So they stopped their wealth, and they did it on purpose. That beach is now worth $75 billion or $1 trillion. It's up there. All that money was what the family would have been making today if they still had that resort. They would have been making billions of dollars off of that resort. But white folk knew that. And this is why white folk won't let black folk own land or houses. I mean, they will now, but it's very hard. They still, it's still a fight to get it. You got to have A1 and you got to have all your stuff in a row. But other countries will let you do it. You can go buy a house in other countries. They'll check your credit. They don't care about your credit. Critical race theory is what we need to be. We need that in our schools. Our children need to learn about critical race theory. Our children need to know that and understand, but they won't. This is why you educate your own. Because do you really think they want their children to learn about how they've treated us for all these years and how dirty they are and how the laws they've made, and they've put laws on the books to stop us from growing, put laws on the book to keep us at the bottom, put laws on the book, haven't given you any money. They've given everybody money that's going to step on top of you and have businesses in your neighborhood, and you're going to support them. Instead of us doing group economics and putting a business in our own neighborhood. I was talking about a store forever. Since forever, people don't want to do it. Can't make people. So I have to do my own thing. I have to do my own travel business. I have to do my own selling generators and solar packets. I'm just saying. I tried to get people, come on, let's get a store together. Let's do something. People don't want to do nothing. They don't want to. And I wouldn't know we was going to own it. We have to do something different. We have to come together. We have to come together. We cannot continue trying to do this by ourselves. But we don't want to get to where we trust in each other, because we were taught how not to. People don't even know. When black folk don't know when white folk actually racist. And white folk, they've been being racist for so long, they think it's a normal behavior. So they continue asking stupid questions. They continue doing stupid things because they've been doing it for so long. And we just continue allowing them to, because we've been allowing them to treat us like Dookie since forever. And we just accept it and just, it's okay. God, it's okay. When do you get to the point where you are holding them accountable? It's so sad how I look at the hate crime that they gave for the Chinese. Only 170 of them died, but 2,000 of us died. Do we hold them accountable for a hate crime for us? No, we just sit there and be, it's okay. No, it's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay to be oppressed every day. It's not okay to go to these jobs and these white folk can do what the hell they want to do and nothing happens. They never get wrote up, but let you get out of order and they go to paper. No, better yet, you're fired. But they can mess up, and half of them don't know how to manage nothing. Half of them don't know how to manage. But they want to look at you and tell you, well, you're not conforming, you're not doing this, that, and the other. You ain't the best manager yourself. Let me help you and let me tell you how to do it. They afraid of you. They intimidated by most of our men. That's real men. Oh, they intimidated by y'all. They intimidated by y'all. Y'all walk in the room and they go, oh my God. I have a supervisor, a male. Well, one of them. He's not my supervisor, but he's a supervisor. And this one black guy, he's like almost like a union rep, right? I still work around where they have unions. He's like a union rep, and these black male union reps be giving them fits. This black dude is so bad. I love him. He is so amazing, but he give him fits every time that white dude come to him with something. He chop him up, and the white guy can't stand it. White guy can't stand it because he hate to talk to him. He hate to even say anything to him. But you're a supervisor, and you're supposed to be able to. When you supervise, nobody should know you have an issue with any employees. Nobody should know you don't like somebody, right? Everybody know. This white dude don't know he don't know what to do. He don't know how to take this black guy. He can't stand him. He don't even talk to him. He'll come here and want to speak. What kind of management is that? Well, he's the supervisor. Whatever. We have things that are being done daily to us and against us that we should be able to file lawsuits. We had a guy that I was reading about that just got $137 million from Tulsa. The car, 137 million, $137 million. He was the operator, okay, of the car, the Tulsa. Is the Tulsa? The car. I think I'm saying it right. He was operating the elevator and he was going through some racist stuff. Guess what? He owned the building now. 137,000. No, 137 million is what he got as the lawsuit. How come more black people don't sue these white folk when they doing stupid stuff? We just let it go. How come we got attorneys in the black community that won't file lawsuits? They won't do anything. They just see stuff and they know what's going against, but they won't even say, they won't even speak up. Tell me why. Why are we so scared? Let me tell you, if I had a lawsuit, if I had a law degree, I'd had me a team. Do you hear me? I'd had a team. And we've been tearing their behinds up. I tried to convince one of my children to go to be a lawyer. I couldn't get him. I couldn't get one to go to be a lawyer. But my baby's smart enough to be. She could have been. But I'm going to tell you what. We have lawyers that could be filing some lawsuits. Shame on you. Shame on you. If you've been blessed with a degree and you're not using it to help your people, shame on you. You too busy trying to work for whitey. White supremacy, when they get done, they want you to kiss their behind every day, all day. Who wants to live like that? You got to kiss their behind to live and eat. Half of these ball players, I blame them. Good for you. What happens? Good for you. I'm so glad that they made them take that Kool-Aid. I don't know what to do, because that teaches you that guess what? You have all these millions of dollars, and you have how many black folk play ball, football, basketball? How many black men that could have came together? Michael Jordan, who could have came together and had their own basketball league, football league. You could have started in Africa. They're getting ready to start one in Africa now. You could have started your league in Africa. You could have came together, bought your monies together. Even entertainers. Nick Cannon, he built $1 billion empire for somebody else, Viacom. You could have did it for yourself. Shame on you. Now, because you didn't do what you were supposed to do, you came together with them and you stayed. You were supposed to come together, get your money, and run. That's not what you did. You could have had your own empire, your own musical empire, your own entertainment, your own stuff. You made millions of dollars. And what did you do with it? Did you invest it? So now they tell you to drink Kool-Aid. You ain't got no choice, because you didn't do what you were supposed to do and invest your money and come up with your own league. You could have had your own league and you could have said, I ain't doing nothing. I don't have to. But that's not what you did. You came together with them and you stayed because you got comfortable, because they was paying you good money. Nick Cannon, they still making him, they still breaking that brother, because they know you need your money. You need us. He don't need them. He don't even know he don't need them. You know how you take medication? You don't even need the medication. You just take it because I might have heartburn. You don't even need the medication. You're just taking the medication because I might. Nick Cannon don't need them crackers. He's smart enough to do his own. He made them $1 billion, remember? He don't even have faith in himself, don't even know his own worth. That's the pitiful thing about black people, that we don't even know our worth. We don't even know the power that we possess working together. Look at what we did with Nike. When that dude kneeled and we came together and we blew Nike stock up. Popeyes, we blew that chicken sandwich up, didn't we? Made them millions of dollars. But you won't come together and make yourself millions of dollars? Tell me why. Make it make sense, family. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. We get mad when we see black folk trying to do for self. We get mad because you ain't doing nothing. Make all kind of excuses why we can't do. Well, it'll never work. Well, we tried it before. Well. Shut up. Sit down somewhere. Go sit over there. Go keep working for white folk. You don't want to do nothing. You want to keep on making excuses why you going to stay under their thumb. And this is why they telling you to take the Kool-Aid, and you ain't got no choice, and they know it. Half y'all niggas going to die. You ain't got no choice. You didn't give yourself a choice. When they was them all the nurses in New York that they fired, didn't they have a choice? You got a degree and you gonna let somebody fire you? Are you serious? Please. I'd got together with a group of nurses. I said, look, we're gonna deliver these babies. We're gonna put our monies together. Who in? Let's go over here and get this building. We're gonna put some hospital beds in this building, and we're gonna develop it. We're gonna deliver them babies. Because nurses can deliver babies. Y'all know that, right? We can do midwives. Somebody could have got their midwife license. You already a nurse. You could have went to be a midwife. What you call them midwives? Am I calling them right, midwives? Them people that deliver babies. They midwives. They used to be. What they call them now? I think they got some other name for them. Still start with an M. You know what I mean. But I'm just saying. I would have got a group of us together, and I'd have rented us a building. Each one of us would put a 500 on the table. And they said, okay, 2,000 get the building. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20. That's 4 people. I'd have got about 8 of us. Okay, 500 times what? 500 times 8 is what? That would have been enough to start a clinic and to get them beds that we needed. And I'd have went and got some beds. We'd have went and got some beds, and we'd have been delivering them babies, honey, and been getting paid. Y'all better open your eyes. Y'all got to, honey, gifts in here. I'm an entrepreneur that's the gift that's in our family. My girls have their own business. My one daughter has her own. The other one could have her own. She don't want it. But my granddaughter would have her own. She had her own business. Does braids, nails, does parties. My granddaughter's 12. You see, when I have my hair braided, my granddaughter does it. 12. I'm teaching her how to be an entrepreneur. I told her, I said, you know what? You'll never have to work for nobody else if you choose to. You don't even have to work for yourself. All you have to do is buy the building, rent those chairs, rent the chairs out, get 8 to 10 people working for you, rent the chairs. If you want to do a client a day, you can. If you want to do a client a week, you can. You can do hair and nails if you want to. But if not, you can just collect the rent. Booth rent. She's 12. She'll never have to work another day in her life. I encourage entrepreneurship in my family. You ain't got to work for these crackers. You can make more money working for yourself. And I don't talk fear. We're not fearful in this family because we know we can do it. We know we can do it. But y'all sit there and you know where it's going, and you still sitting up there working for them every day. Instead of you coming out from among them, be separate, learn out their ways. That's his word. That's his word. But what we're doing, we still working for them. You ain't even thought about your own website. You ain't even thought about your own product. I done gave you 2 ideas of what you can do for yourself. You got gifts, family. If you can bake, start baking. Pandemic proof your business. If you are an exercise person, I met a girl that said during the pandemic, her business went up sky high because people wanted workout programs. She was online working out with them folks. Online working out. She had people calling in. They was working out online, and she made 40,000 for what 40 a month for just working out. Really? You have gifts in your heart. You a plumber, an electrician. Come on together with like-minded people and come up with your own business. You do cars, you bake cars, you're a mechanic, because we need mechanics, qualified mechanics. Mechanics know what they're doing. Not mechanics that'll sit up there and guess, and you've been spent thousands of dollars and they still guessing. You got a $4,000 and they still guessing. No, I ain't talking about that mechanics. Yes, we are, Isaac. We just don't know it. We just don't know it. We are so gifted and don't even know it. Racism is not something of the past. It's still going on today. And we screwed ourselves by coming together with enemies and coming back up under them. We got free from them. We got free from them. But what do? We went back and got back up under them because we thought, well, they ice wasn't cold. It wasn't cold in slavery. Maybe 1963 is colder now. That's what we think. We know what they do to our children in these schools. You better believe it. Did you see what Michael Jordan, the black guy that they had, remember he was working, the black guy was working for a white car, right? A motor they was racing. I don't know what you call them. Michael Jordan got a bottle racing team, and he told a black guy come work for him. He won the other day. Did you see that? And them crackers was mad. Them crackers was trying to run him off the road. Did you see how you see that, right? They know we gifted. They know we got it going on. We just don't know we got it going on. I don't know what it's going to take for y'all to understand this. I don't know what it's going to take. I'm done. I don't know what this is going to take. I can't make y'all get it. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. We dominate everything. Anything we put our minds to, we dominate it. We dominate it, y'all. We dominate. We dominate. Every time we come into something, we dominate. But we got to get on. Let's dominate for us. Let's dominate for us. Let's dominate for us. They know that, Isaac. They know that we're better at everything that we do. They know that we're better at them at that. Why are you thinking when the Chinese, when we went to where we go and do the Olympics, was it Japan? Where was it? It was somewhere over there, right? Japan, I think, right? And they was counting off stuff because they was getting them girls for anything and everything they could because they knew they had to get them niggas up out of there because them white girls wouldn't have had a chance if black folk was still in there with the Olympics. They knew them they knew them white girls wouldn't have a chance. They knew that. Yes. We dominate everything we do. And every time you looked around at the Olympics, they was disqualifying black people, wasn't it? They were disqualifying you. Get your own Olympics. You don't need to go and represent who you represent. Represent yourself. Represent black power. Let's represent that. And then they told you couldn't even hold your fists up. Represent your. Well, I would have been like, you can have this. I'm not going. You can have it. You can have it. Tokyo, yes, Tokyo. Thank you. I said Japan. You know what I meant. Tokyo, where all of them look alike. All of them. Slanted eyes, up, down, it don't matter. All of them look alike. I don't care. Whatever. Don't even matter. They don't try to distinguish us apart. So all of them look alike. So what? Japan, Tokyo, China, Asia, whoever. It's all the same to me. Don't care what it is. I don't care. Get offended. Who cares? I'm serious. I don't care nothing about them. Nothing. I don't hate them. They don't care nothing about you. So why am I going to care about them? I don't care how they feel. I don't care what they think. Black folk care about too much what white folk think and feel about them. This is why we stuck in where we are today. And we cannot say critical race theory out loud without offending them. They're going to get offended regardless of what you do. They're going to get offended. I don't care because you woke up and you black and you walked in the room and you look like you got it going on. They don't like you. You know what the lady said? There was a lady that had this was back in the day. I was looking at Phil Scott, his show. And he said, came on there, a woman confessed. And she said the reason she had this little boy killed when they were little. She was probably maybe 12, 13, 15, maybe 16. I'm not sure. She didn't say an age. But she said, I had the little boy hung. They hung the little boy and they burned his house down. You know why? Listen to this. And she said, will God forgive me for that? No, he won't forgive you for that. She had the boy killed because his sister's dress looked better than hers. Or what she said? No, she said the sisters would dress better than her. That's why she had him killed over clothing. He lost his family. He lost his life. And then they burned his house down. And the family was ran out of town because she was jealous of his sister's dresses. I hope that cracker burning in hell right now. I'm so serious. I hope she is burning. I hope she got the biggest, blackest demon setting the fire to her behind. Every time the fire go down, light her up again. I hope that demon looked just like that little boy, his face. I hope that demon has the face of that little boy that she had killed years ago. And he's lighting that fire under her behind right now. Not the little boy. I'm not saying it's the little boy. I'm just saying that demon. I hope he looks just like that little boy that she had killed. I hope he looks just like him. So every time that fire goes out under her behind, he light it up again. I'm just saying. I'm tired. I'm tired of what I'm seeing. I'm tired of what I'm seeing. I'm sick of looking at it. I'm sick of making them make excuses of why they doing what they doing. Don't make no excuses. Just stop. And black folks should be these lawyers and all these people with these degrees that you know that you could help and you could be making a difference and you could be doing something for your people and you're not. And you working for white supremacy. You licking they behind every day. You having a rough day, but you making money and you sold yourself. You sold your soul. You sold yourself out to work under devils, to work for people that don't like you because they're going to make you do what they want you to do. And you're okay by doing it, even if it's going to hurt your own. Shame on you. I hear you. Yes, they don't like black men, especially the ones that really want to be black, really want to be men. Now, they would have liked you if you had been switching up in there, Isaac. He'd have been, oh, okay, we good, we cool. But look like a man. I had a one look at me like that at work, and the one black girl saw her, and she said, "Cassie, did you see?" I said, "Yeah, I saw it." And I started swinging a little, swinging all these little curls, all these curls, and then they have a little African, what you call? I have African shirts. I never wear nothing but African shirts to work, nothing but. I want to show them my rebellions. I wear nothing but African shirts, my little all of them. I don't care. And I knew she was looking. I saw her. Look all you want. No matter to me. I don't care. Look. Smile. I got to grinning. When I saw her looking, I got to grinning. And I got loud. Because I was talking about my channel. I wanted her to get the name of my channel and pull it up. I wanted her to see my channel. What I think about them. I don't care. But we got to get it together, family. We got to stop jumping on their bandwagons. When we know it's something good for us, this critical race theory is something that that needs to be taught. And I'm going to tell you why. This is what Trump said about it. He made a law against it. This is what I want you guys to look up. Look at this one. Hold on. Trump said, this devil, he need to be shaming himself. I ain't going to say what I was thinking about him. On September 20th, President Trump issued an executive order excluding from federal contracts any diversity and inclusion of training interpreted as contained divisive concepts, race or sex stereotyping, and race or sex scapegoating among the content considered divisive is critical race theory. In response, the African American Policy Forum, led by scholarship Kimberly Crenshaw, launched the Truth Be Told campaign to expose the harm that the order poses. Reports indicated that over 300 diversity and inclusion trainings have been canceled as a result of the order. You understand what I'm saying? He wrote an executive order that was banning critical race theory. Anything that had anything to do with that he called it. This was the division concept. He didn't want the race theory taught. He didn't want it taught in the schools. He didn't want their kids to understand how cruel they was remember when Ruby was walking through the little Ruby Bridges was walking through the crowd, and they was being racist with her and calling her, oh, this was a 6-year-old baby. And these adults was cussing her out and calling her all kind of disgusting names. That's what he don't want his children to learn about. How disgusting their parents were and how disgusting they are today. He didn't want them to learn about that. That's why he wrote an executive order and said, no, we're not going to teach this. And over 120 civil rights organizations and allies signed a letter condemning the executive order. The NAACP, of course, which they ain't going to, nothing matters. But do you know they're writing laws now to ban critical race theory out of schools? These crackers writing laws because anytime you go against them, who's in the power get to write the laws, family. They get to write the laws. So be careful who you're voting for. Biden is writing laws. Be careful who you vote for. Look at what this cracker did to black folk. and you gave him the highest seat, be careful who you put over you. You ain't supposed to be voting for nobody but Israel. You ain't supposed to be voting for nobody but your own. Black first, because you got two different types of black people. You got the Black Caucus black people, and you got people like myself. Be one. I'm not Democrat first. I'm black first. If it don't sound right, if it's gonna hurt black people, then I'm not doing it. I'm not going against my own for you. I would never win against I don't go against my own. I don't care what just like they defend theirs, I'm defending mine. I'm not going against my own for them. People went against R. Kelly for them. I'm not saying I agree what he did, because I'm never going to, never. He been nasty peeing on kids. He been nasty for years, but nobody said anything. You still bought his music, didn't you? That's what I'm saying. Parents. It all comes down to the parents. Child molester can't come in and get your babies if you there, if you doing what you're supposed to do, because you're supposed to vet these men, honey. You're supposed to vet and know who you bringing in your house over your children. And first time he step out of order, you're supposed to cut that thing off. Who you think you could? Better not come up in here. I'm gonna tell you what. When my kids was little, I used to look for sitters. Right, I work 3 days a week, part time. I interview these sitters. I had a list of questions that I would ask them, and I would go there and I would sit. I'm looking at the environment that my kids gonna be in, and I would tell them the same way I bring them to your door is the same way I better pick them up. Not a hair better be out of line. They booties better not be touched. They better not be. I'm just saying, I used to go into details with them because I don't have no time for no nonsense. I don't have time for nonsense. I don't have time for nonsense. My kids better be kept safe. If I bring them here, they better be kept safe. That's all I'm saying. You're not going to abuse mine. You're not going to abuse mine. And think you're going to be, no. So this is what I expect. And if you know that you're an abuser, if you know that you're not going to do what you're supposed to do, and you know this, then what I expect is you just tell me I can't keep your kids. I can't watch your children. I'd rather for you to tell me that than me leave my child and they're not safe in your care. The same abuse you did to them, I'm going to do to you. I'm not reporting nothing because I'm coming. Don't play with me when it came to mine. You ask my kids were safe. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you, I talked about it all the time in my house. This is what you don't do, and this is what you do, and this is what if you tell, I got you. I cannot protect you if you don't tell me. You sit up there, let somebody be doing stuff, you don't tell me, I can't help you. I got you. If you tell me this is going on, I'm going to take care of it. I promise you that. That was an everyday conversation because I wanted my kids to feel free. So come and talk to mommy. Come and talk to me. Tell me what's going on when I'm not there. Because I know people act different when mommy's not there. But I got you. I can protect you, and I got your back. But too many parents dropping their kids off, and they don't talk to their kids. They don't know what's going on. They just, I will pop up any time of the day. I would leave work early all the time. They never knew. I may come at lunch. I'm sick. I'm going home. I didn't care. My kids came first, and I need to make sure that they were safe wherever they were. Me calling on the phone was nothing. I need to see it. I might have been there at lunch. I might have been there. I might have dropped them off. Wasn't even working that day, and just come back and just see what you was doing. My kids' safety was everything. This is why we have to teach our own. This is why we have to do what we're supposed to do for our own. We're protecting our own babies. You're not protecting your babies now. You're not. What we have done to our children is child abuse. I don't know. I thought I took that off. Oops. I should want to take that off, y'all. Okay. But I'm just saying, what we have done and what we're doing to our children now is child abuse. We've allowed our enemies to watch our babies. You've allowed enemies to brainwash your own children against themselves. You've allowed enemies to educate your babies. You allowed enemies to get in there and tinker with their minds. They don't even want to be black. We have black kids on, I'm white. You black as dirt. You stand up the only black dot there, and you hollering, I'm not black. This is what they've done to your children, and you allowed it, and you see it and you still don't come up with your own schools. We have black schools out there. I interviewed a guy, and you still dropping your babies off, and you still know that they have authority to take your babies and to give them the Kool-Aid anytime they get ready, because they wrote a law that said we don't have to get the parents' permission for nothing. Why do you think they put that law into action, family? Why do you think they have that law? Because when they tell you that it's okay, that this Kool-Aid is okay, and your child is at school, they're going to give it to them whether you like it or not. And you still got your kids in those schools. You're an idiot. If you have a child and you are still allowing them white folk to teach your child, shame on you. Shame, shame, shame. And whatever happens, happens. Because you don't care about your own children. Because you don't care about yourself, because you're still working for them. You'll work harder for them than you will for your own business. You work 40, 50 hours, 60 hours for them. I done seen people come to work. I work at a job where they will work the hell out you if you let them. I don't do it. Don't call me my own family. I'm coming. 8 hours, and I got my own business. I will take off. I took off Saturday to do my own business. I will take off to do my own. I promote my own more than I promote anything else. Well, I'm in Facebook jail now, so I can't get on but on my other, I'm promoting it. Y'all want to buy your generators? You want your cell pack? Want your power pack? Here it is. I got them. I got your generators. I already showed you your generators. I put it in the bag again, but I'm gonna take it out just for y'all. This what I'm selling. My generators. See it? Oh, I'm selling these mugs, baby, because you're gonna need them. And I'm want you to look at them, because if you don't get them, you're gonna wish you had them. Because what's coming, you're gonna need both. You need generator and you're gonna need your cell pack. Both of them are solar. I'm just saying, you sit there if you want to. You sit there if you want to. I keep telling y'all, I'm trying to get up out of here. I'm gonna get my businesses going, and I'm done. I'll be speaking to y'all from somewhere else. Plus, I have my travel business. Anywhere in the world you want to go. I have deals now. 3 days. They're trying to stretch it to 5 days. Okay, 3 to 5 days. You don't have to do 5 days, but they have 5 locations: Williamsburg, Virginia; Massanutten, which is in Virginia, in the mountains. Beautiful. That would be a great place to escape if you needed to go somewhere and get your place in the mountains. I'm just saying, have a place to go, family. Y'all not thinking about what's coming. Y'all better be in somebody's mountains. I tell you that much. Anyway, you get Fort Lauderdale, Orlando, Florida, and you have Las Vegas. I have 5 locations. You go 3 to 5 nights, or I have another part of my business, and you can get a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo. And all these are 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom condos. You can go to a 5-star, 4-star, wherever you want to go. You want to go Bahamas, you want to go to Mexico, you want to go to Italy, you want to go to France, you want to go to Colorado, you want to go to California, you want to go to Hawaii. I can set you up. I got you. 7 days and a nice price. And I'm looking for people that want to work with me. For every trip that you book and they pay for, you get paid. Every phone number that you get and you turn it in and they book a trip, you get paid. I'm just saying, y'all can sit there and work for these crackers if you want to. I have a very good job, but guess what? I'm doing for self. I'm going to do for self. That's not my life right there. Because they come to me and tell me, hey, Cassie, you got to do this. I ain't got to do nothing. I told my husband, you tell them to kiss your behind and we're going to make it happen. Trust and believe me. I will set him up doing his own business. My husband can build furniture. We have a little thing back there. You can move them cars, make you some furniture, and sell them and do what you got to do. I'm just saying. Even if we left here today, I said, guess what? When you go to Africa, we'll hire some of them little boys. You teach them how to build furniture. We'll have our own furniture store. I'm just saying, because my husband's very good at doing what he does and make money too. But you can make more money doing it yourself. But you can hire some people to help you by you teaching them how to make that furniture and you selling it. Oh, I'm a businesswoman by heart. That gift was in my family. That gift is in my family. Entrepreneurship. That's a gift. Every family has a gift. What's your family's gift? You should be doing it. If singing is your family's gift, you should be doing it. You should be making some songs. You should be doing it. If baking or cooking is your family's gift, you should have your own catering business. You should have your own bakery. If cleaning is your business, if that's your family's trait, and you cleaning, you have, if you cleaning office buildings, get some more. Or if you sitting up there working a job and cleaning is your business and you're not doing your gift, shame on you. It is time for us to do better, family. We need critical race theory. I'm always going to come back to that. Yes, I'm talking, but I'm trying to tell you how important it is for us to have our own. This life should be full of 100 people. People don't take me serious. They think, oh, she's just a conspiracy theory. Every conspiracy theory that has been in the United States, in America, is dead. They're dead. And all of their stuff that they was conspiracy theorying about came true. So conspiracy theories is just what revelation, things that are to come. That's what conspiracy theories are. They see it before you see it. So you want to say, but guess what? A lot of that stuff ended up coming true, don't it? When Noah was building that ark, it took years. That's how they were laughing at Moses, wasn't they? They were laughing at him and everything. But guess what? When that first drop of rain stopped falling, that first day it was raining, that second day it was raining, it was like, oh my God, it might be something to this. It was too late then, wasn't it? It's going to be too late when some of y'all get prepared. It's going to be too late. Y'all going to die. Y'all don't have to come and see me. Y'all don't have to do the lives. Y'all don't have to say nothing. Y'all can sit here and look and bite your nails and go ahead on to somebody that's talking about something that ain't going to help you, ain't going to save nothing. Going to teach you how to twerk, cuss each other out, and talk bad about women. Go ahead. Go on over there and do that. Do you. But I'm prepared. I am preparing now. And if you're not smart, shame on you. You better be preparing also now. In these schools, get your children. If you cannot, at least parents go to the board, the meeting, the parent-teacher conferences. At least go to the school board meetings and tell them we need critical race theory. We want you to keep that in our schools. Ain't nobody black fighting for it. So they banning it. They making laws to ban your children learning their history. They want to keep your children stupid, and you dumb enough to keep them in their schools. You let them crackers have at school, and you go over here and send your child to the Xavier Institute in online. Put them back in online school. Have a grandma. I even thought about getting a bunch of grandmas together nationwide. Send them to different homes. Contact me. Send them to different homes. You pay them $70, $80. They're already getting retirement. You pay that grandma $70, $80. They can use $100, $300 extra a month on their little $900 check. I'm just saying, if they get $9,000, someone getting $1,200, they can use they can use $1,500 a month, $2,000 a month. Add a little money onto their paycheck, their monthly paycheck. They can use that. You pay them $60 every a week. That's $120. That's $300 a month. You could pay them. You pay a daycare, right? Okay, get them that daycare money. You pay Xavier. I think it's like $150. I'm not sure. I don't want to say a price, and I'm not sure. But then you give the other part to your mama-in-law to come in your house and make sure your children are getting online while you out there over here working for yourself, trying to get your business going. I'm just saying. We didn't allow them to do too much damage to our children, too much damage to our families, too much damage to us, too much damage up here. We caping for them. You're trying to tell people you don't want critical race theory taught in you because that's divisive. You're already divisive. What are you talking about? How's it divisive? It's putting the pressure on them. Oh, I forgot. You don't want to offend your white master. Oh, okay. I got you now. Now, I understand totally. If you tell me, oh, no, we don't want our babies. We don't want you to teach our babies that. I understand now why. Because you're scared to offend master. Okay, be scared. Be scared. Keep on allowing them to teach your babies. They're going to be little black babies running around here. Thinking just like white supremacy, hating themselves, and they're going to continue hating themselves. We already hate each other. Why? Because you allowed your enemies to educate your children. That's why. And you continue on. That's why our black boys aren't marrying little black girls. Because Becky looks better. Because they've been taught Becky is better. That's why. And they did it on purpose. They waited until they got their system together. Then they told you, okay, yeah, bring your baby on over here. We're going to take good care of them. Bring them over here. We got you. And we said, okay, you're going to teach our baby. You're going to teach them. Yeah, we're going to teach them how black they ain't. We got you. We're going to teach them how great we are. But bring them over here. Let us educate them. You right? Make a constitution out of it. But every time we want to go against the Constitution, they say, oh, you can't do that. This is what the Constitution says. They use the Constitution and laws when it comes to you. But when it comes to them, it's out the window. They don't use the Constitution or laws against them for nothing, do they? But when it comes to you, they'll put that Constitution out in a minute. Well, it's against the Constitution, do this, that, and the other. But when it comes to them, ain't no Constitution. You ain't got no laws. We do what we want to do. Enough said. I did not want to spend all day here. I just wanted you to have, I want to help you understand. And we're going to talk about structural racism. How Tim Scott said, there's no such, you have Black folks saying, oh, there's no structural racism. Oh, God. They've been so used to being abused that they're comfortable being abused. And that's just the way it is. That's the way it's always going to be. Because we've been doing it for so long. White folk been doing it to us for so long. And white folks say, well, we've been doing it to them for so long. They don't even know what they don't even know. Because you can tell a lie and you can do something for so long that it becomes natural behavior, but it's not natural behavior. Just like sleeping with little children, the priests do. That's natural behavior for them. It's not natural behavior, is it? But it's natural behavior for them to continue doing it, right? And they've been doing it and getting away with it. Nobody's saying nothing about it. It's still going on. You just seen where nuns was raping little girls. But nobody says anything, huh? This is what I'm saying. They do what they want to do. They use the Constitution when they want to use the Constitution. They use the laws against you, but not against themselves, right? Okay. But you want them to continue teaching your babies. All right, you guys. I'm done. I don't know what to tell you. Get your generators. Let me know if you want one. I'm going to give you my Heart Truths. It's HARDTRUTHZ12@gmail.com. That's how you contact me. If you want your generators, or if you leave me a comment, or if you want your power pack. I'm just saying, because I ain't playing. Or if you want to go on a trip, or you want to work, I'm just saying I have several opportunities going. Several opportunities. If I think I want to put on the medical bags, I will. I'm doing stuff that we're going to need in the future. And we're going to need some generators. Solar generators. Solar. Only solar generators. Because the sun powers it. You lay your solar pack out. You fill it up. It'll last. You leave it outside. It's going to last. You're going to leave it outside. What you bringing in? Leave it outside. Sun going to keep generating it. Keep your stuff going. The solar does it. So you don't ever have to plug anything up. You're going to plug it into your generator and it's still going to work. And you might want to buy 2 or 3. You might want to use one for your stove, your refrigerator, and use one for your, I don't know. You might just have an extra. I don't know. It's up to you. But with that said, I want you guys to have an amazing day on purpose the rest of your day. And meet me back here at 12 o'clock or 12:30. 12:30 works better for me. 12:30 on Wednesdays. I hope you guys got something. I hope I was able to kind of, help you out and straighten some things out for you. But we got to get busy and do better. But I'm believing and trusting that we're going to get great substance from them. I don't know when, but we're going to get it because it's written. It's written that they will give us great substance. I do believe, and then I'm going to be gone. I do believe that every time that Biden gives a group some money, Yahshua is keeping track of that. We're going to get that and more. We got some great stuff coming. Great substance. If they're going to give us so much, we ain't going to know what to do with it. So you say, how we going to leave? That's how we're going to leave, because they're going to bless you to leave. They're going to actually throw your behinds out. So y'all need to get ready. Y'all not going to stay here in this place. Y'all need to get ready to be gone, because they're going to kick you out. Because there's going to be so much chaos on this earth, honey. And it's coming. We're living in it now. And y'all don't even recognize it, do you? But he said, only man will recognize the signs of times. I'm just saying. I see it. I'm glad I see it. But with that said, thank you, family. Have an amazing rest of your day. And peace. Enjoy your life, the rest of your life. And I hope you guys get it together. Peace, family.